as important as the emphasis.
It ain't the whole thing.
You know what? You know what? Context.
All right, go ahead. Why is the bag so?
I think
if billionaires can't get it right.
I think it's the stability. What stability you bringing to keep this table standing strong at the end of the day? Because I might have the money, but I might not have the wisdom to be able to keep a sane fucking mind. So if I'm in a positive relationship, so what she bringing to the table, she bringing that calmness, that peace, because we're going to take the money equation out of it. Even though money is a very important part, but let's just take that out of the equation. If I'm bringing the money to the table, I feel she should bring the peace, the peace, the calmness, because she's supposed to be my better half at the end of the day. Now, to bring the finance back in the situation, if she making some money, that's even more beautiful. But it's basically, what are you bringing to this table that's going to help us stay afloat, that's going to help us grow as a couple, as individuals, and as a team? So I think it's like, what type of stability you bring in?
Exactly. Yeah, and I wanted to play a video for some. I just want to I'm going to share a video and get your take on this video. Actually, there's like 3 of them, but I want to play one.
Okay.
Cool. Give me 1 second. Let me just share my screen. Then.
Peace and blessings, whoever that is.
What's going on with those bald heads? What is that?
I think that's Unity. That's on Unity. Look, Unity can answer that better than me. I digress. Is Unity around?
Hola, Fusion.
My download.
He's trying to pull up a video.
Now, this woman is a multi-millionaire. So, yeah, she's a millionaire. But what she said was kind of deep. Nobody could be. Every time I want to find something. Yeah. Why does it need a video that, this is second. Yeah. Let me see if this is it. All right, so let me just play this video. This video is a good video. So the other one is a multi-millionaire. I'm going to find it and then re-download it. So I posted it already, but I wonder if this is it. Is this it? No, that's not it. Give me 1 second.
Not Pearl.
I like Pearl sometimes. I do like Pearl.
Pearl is off the chain.
But all right, let me just play that. She kind of breaks it down for you. She breaks down this video.
Guys, I'm about to be real for a second, so if my thoughts offend you, please click off down. I see a lot of people who have not quite learned life yet on a daily, continuous basis. Let me tell you something. Just because someone was one person with you doesn't mean that they'll be that same person with somebody else. Why? Because different people bring out different people in different people. I hope you caught that. See, we know through quantum physics that when energies with the same vibrational frequencies align, they attract one another. Every single person walking this earth is energy, good or bad. That's why if you see one miserable ass person, 9 times out of 10, they're around other miserable ass people too. I hear men and women talk a lot about upgrades. How they gonna upgrade for me? But an upgrade isn't always about looks. Looks don't mean a damn thing when the soul is ugly. See, this is how shallow people are. When an ex gets into a new relationship, one of the very first things most people do is check to see if that new person looks better than them, dresses better than them, has a better career than they do, has a better house or car than they do, etc. And if they feel like that person doesn't quite match their level, it's an automatic ego boost for them because now they feel like that their ex downgraded, not realizing that person is actually an upgrade because they were willing to do all the things you didn't. That person caters to them, not only when it's convenient for them, but on a regular, continuous basis because that's what caring about somebody entails. That person listens to them with a non-judgmental spirit when they need a listening ear. That person respects them. So in turn, it makes them want to be vulnerable and open up because they feel emotionally validated. That person cares more about the attention of their partner than the attention of strangers on social media. That person doesn't judge or condemn them for their past. Instead, they encourage them to take pride in their experiences because it made them who they are today. So it makes them love them on a level you couldn't even fathom because for the first time in their life, they actually feel seen. And you're bitter because this is all the shit that they didn't do when they were with you because they felt like they couldn't do it when they were with you because of the toxic ass environment you created for them. You're bitter because they share a connection on a very deep spiritual level that you couldn't reach when you two were together because you couldn't get past the arguing and the fights. See, it hurts to see your ex happy and living life when you haven't quite moved on yet because naturally misery loves company. You naturally want people to feel what you feel. It's called emotional empathy. So all those pics with them on social media with them walking hand in hand and laughing and smiling with the "I'm so lucky to have you" captions, they strike a chord in you. You look at this and think, damn, they didn't do any of this with me. See, you don't recognize your ex anymore because they're now an upgraded version of themselves than when they were with you. Because you kept them stagnated. And you have to be mature enough to admit that what they needed, you just couldn't give to them and be happy that someone else actually could. So with that being said, until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
That's one video. And then I know what other videos at because I put it on my SD card. There you go. That's why I was glad I just bought an SD card the other day.
Welcome, peace and blessings. He's trying to find another video. I put all his information in the description, though. He does a lot of stuff on Twitter.
All right, so that's the video. I must have deleted that.
This is on BIGO.
I should have been. Oh, there you go.
But
this
his
one is
name
D.
is
This one is
CContext
D.
19.
All of them is D, but that's my son. That's my son's soccer. My bad. All right, so I'm gonna find another video. Let's just go with that video.
I have so much anxiety from you flipping through your pictures.
I got like that. All right, so BIGO got so many icons flowing out. Get this up. Get out of here. This thing, yeah. Hold on a second. I'm just trying to get up out of this. This stuff is annoying. Go ahead, y'all can share that. What you thought about the video while I do my thing? I'm gonna find the other video though. The other video is about a multi-millionaire. She's a young woman. She's a young African-American woman, Black woman, that actually cooks and serves her husband. But she's a multi-millionaire. And she was featured in Forbes. So she's on a panel, what is going on with this? So this never did this before. All right, get out of here. This is annoying. Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah. All right. So what y'all thought about that last video and the table? All I was talking about moving on and upgrading, or what we term as upgrading. What was your perspective of that? I mean, he basically was saying, in a nutshell, when you're with somebody, letting them go, that's not the person that you're with because they're upgrading, and some of us just can't get over that fact because we want to take accountability into ourselves. How you feel about that? And what's your perspective? Go ahead. Oh, where's the other guy that he dropped?
I think maybe because of my age, I'm a little bit older than the table talk crowd. I'm more used to, there's supposed to be a foundation there. We're supposed to build on a foundation. So this new coming to the table is news to me.
No, that's valid. And when you say building a foundation, the foundation could be the table. That's what I'm trying. So how would you build your table? Because sometimes the table, and that's what I was talking to Recipe about. I think Recipe dropped. He was up here earlier. I was like, maybe the table has to be built. Maybe to come to the table, sometimes you gotta build a table. Or sometimes do you buy the table? Yeah, that's what we said. Do you buy the table? Do you purchase the table? Do you build the table? What's the table? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I agree. My fault. Go, Candy.
No, go ahead. It's okay.
No, I was just listening to what. I appreciate that, Candy. I was just listening to what you said, context, as far as building the table. I think that's how I got to start, because it's like when you say what you bring to the table. Okay, we understand the relationship is the table. So it's like, what you gonna put on it now? Are you gonna put the silverware? I'm gonna put the plate. You put the silverware. I'm gonna put the cups. You put the napkins. I'm gonna put the meat. You put the vegetables. I'm gonna bring the bread. You bring the juice or the water or whatever. So it's like we building this together. Now, what is the bread? Once again, the bread can be the mental. The bread can be the spirituality that the man brings to the table. Just like you said, the millionaire woman that served her husband, she probably done already got the bag. So she brought the bag to the table. He bring the spirituality. She bringing comfort. She bringing her feminism or whatever. He bringing his masculinity, the security, and once again, the spirituality. He bringing all that, and they bringing it together. So it's like they building a house. They add their bricks to it while they go along. And it's like when the lady was like, upgrade. I think that is the upgrade when you find somebody and y'all learn how to build together, because how can I upgrade to somebody else when I haven't upgraded myself? So I'm just trying to incorporate both stories, together. Right. Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's it.
You see, I stepped away for a while. It's only because I'm looking for that video, because the other video is good. I really want to find that video, but go ahead, continue. I mean, it's not somebody who wants to speak.
Yeah, somebody else can talk. I was basically done. I'm quite sure they got the point.
Yeah. Anybody else? I mean, so we could say that the table could be the foundation as well. Now, Candy, right? So the table is not necessarily this. I know it's a new term, but it's.
Be right back. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, the table is just like.
Yeah, the foundation.